Hello, everyone. I am the Lineman C, and welcome to the last game in our Friday night rotation. This is the 10th game. So, once we finish this one, we're going to go back to Shantae. That'll be the game that we go back to. This is Return of the Obra Dinn. Very cool game made by Lucas Pope, who also did Papers, Please. It is a very, very fun game. Lost at Sea, 1803, the good ship Obra Dinn. Built 1796 in London, 800 tons, 18 feet draw. Captain R. Winterell. Crew 51 men. Last voyage to Orient. Cape Rendezvous unmet. Contact East India Company London offices for inquiries or testimony. Yep, Dragon, we did play this together. In fact, that was one of the games that's one of the saves at the start. Attention Chief Inspector, that is who you are playing. Insurance claims and London offices. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. Now, this game.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
So now we are going to go up. And welcome to the Obra Dinn. Now, this is a very, very fun game. As you play, you will unlock new places on this ship, and through some things going on, you will be able to discover what happened to this ship and the people on it. And here's our first clue. We have a dead body. Nothing in here.
Oi!
Can't open that one.
It's too heavy!
Oh boy, stream is acting up already. I'm seeing if my stream fixes itself.
It's too heavy! Lift it yourself!
Yes, I heard. Alright, we're gonna pause this real fast. Hey Dragon, is it running any smoother now? Because it's looking good on mine. It's a little bit farther behind, but it's looking better. Okay. So, we're going to run over here. As you heard, the box that we wanted sent up is too heavy, so now we have to go down and we have to get it ourselves.
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Now, this book is very important. The stream is quite a bit back from me, so is it this is a book about the Obra Dinn. Now, everything in this book is clues. We have to figure out what happened to each one of the 51 members of the crew, how they lived, how they died. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expect this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the detail within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. And if we keep going, you have the journey, the ship, the crew, life at sea, a sketch, the glossary in the back cover, all the chapters. As we go, this will get filled in with where we are. The ship, to figure out where different places are. And as you can see, it's only the most, here's everything. The crew, the full manifest of everybody, plus how we can figure out their fate. Life at sea. This is your how you will go find people. If you look when I highlight somebody like this, how it's all blue, that people are, their pictures will become clear. And then loose cargo, and here's all of our things. If it has a circle, that's the start point. Some of these you'll start at the very beginning and move forward. Some you'll start at the very end and move backward. Yeah, and if you go to the bargain, this chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return to the book to me. So. Oh, you have to skim through the entire book first. You literally have to go all the way through. The bargain, the escape, the end. Plus a glossary where you can, if you needed to know like what somebody did, you could look it up. And this shows us how many we've gotten correct. This is the fates page. So, and now we get the memento mortem, remember death. This will show us the exact moment of somebody's death. So we're going to go back up. We can work with a little bit laggy. He's telling me it's a little bit laggy. Yeah, you guys are slightly behind me. All right, so we come over here. Now, I have played this game multiple times. I know a lot of these just off the top of my head. But we are not going to use that. We're going to go through it the right way so you guys can see thought process and everything like that. So, we open time and we go back.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
So, here we go. Right in front of us, we have this gentleman who's shooting. And this is our dead body. Shot through the chest. We have another gentleman here. This is the exact moment of his death, as you can see. There's also somebody up here. So, and by the way they were talking, we know that this is the captain. Okay, he's running up there. So now we wait a little bit. You gotta wait for this part to happen. The book to fill in, and then we can start playing the game. Where in the journey it was. Who is this and how do they die? That is the question we are going to be answering throughout this game. Well, we don't know who he is, grayed out. But we know his fate. He was shot. Gun. And we know his attacker. Was Robert Wetterell, the captain. So, to explain how this goes, this first part is what we have to answer. Here, you can see where the corpse is. Here, you can look at it. See how he's really clean? Hold up. Am I starting to look a little weird when I glance? No problem with stream? And because this is clear, we know who. So if you click it, here it goes. This person's face is no longer blurred, which means that they can now be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifest, and artist sketch, page 2 through 4, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You will have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. So, but this is the captain. But you see how it's blurred. And the last guy is up here, all the way in the back, blurred. And this is your log. So there we go. That means we can move on. But sometimes you'll do stuff like this, and you'll start looking around for other clues. But in this one, yeah, if you look, you can see the blood arc, which is kind of cool. We are going to go through this. So we know that. Now remember, this door had been secured. Now it's kicked open. And another body.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
So, once again, we have he kniffed him, slit his throat. Now, check this out. If you walk around back here, there's the guy from earlier who was climbing up the stairs. He decided to jump. And so, if you come out here, you see this. Now, in this one, it's not so important. But in other times, going backwards when you're in the next step in a memory can sometimes show you things that you couldn't see the first time. We don't know who this, but we do know him. He was niffed by the captain. And we're going to go back through here. And now we have this other corpse. And this corpse was not there beforehand. So we have this guy dying of his throat being slit, and this dude getting clubbed in the head. He was the gentleman who was jumping around back here. But notice this door is open. It wasn't before. We have this. This is somebody important. And if you zoom, you can actually highlight them on the, see if I can position it where you can see her. That's her. So if you want to see, like, go over to this guy, it shows that he's in that line. Well, we don't know who they are, but they were clubbed by the doctor. Or by the captain, not the doctor. It's like she's not lit up because dead people do not show up. But we don't know who that is. We can't verify who it is yet. I know who it is, but, you know, that's beside the point. So we're going to come back here. And now, that door is open. There's the knife. There's the two knives on the ground. And we got this. But if we go in here, we also got a skeleton. We will check out that skeleton in a second. We're going to do this one first.
Abigail, your brother, my friend. I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
Well, so he committed suicide. Now, that particular thing just told us a lot of facts. Number one, this is Abigail. Number two, this is Abigail's brother, because it's the only one he shot. So that actually gives us a lot more names. So we're going to wait for it to do its little fade away and so the he of suicide by gun. This may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identifying at least 3 people and their fates to have the information typeset in the book to where it becomes, I can't change it anymore. Now, if we go back, now if you see, the captain has been marked out. He's off. So now we have to find Abigail. Right there. Abigail Hoscut Burrell. Something a lot of people know. It used to be that you would make your maiden name your middle name. In fact, in real life, my wife of 20 years, when we got married, made her last name her middle name. Well, there's only one other Hoscut. It's right there. So, William Hoscut is the first mate. And if you notice, he's here because we could figure that out. So now we're going to go back because we're going to go use this on Abigail and find out what happened to her. Oh, this shows you there were 4 deaths in the end. That's what the X's mean at the bottom. So, literally, we have gone all the way through the end, but we have 2 people we don't know yet. 2 people we figured out, 2 people we don't know. We're going to go in here. That's what happened to Abigail. She was crushed. This must have been one heck of a storm, huh? Oh, that must have been the guy she talked to. There's Martin. Of course, the giant octopus arms may have had something to do with it. People all over. There's 2 more females right there. So we're going into now, if you notice, her likeness is clear because we can figure out. Stream froze again, huh? Oh, come on. Yeah, I keep getting that it's code. So we're gonna just keep going and hope that it's good. So we obviously know who this is. So we can go straight down here. And she was crushed by rigging. Well done. Those three are correct. And it typefaces all of them. And we get 3 lines. The first 3 fates. So now we're going to go back because we're going to go work on the Doom. Now, these... Hold on. This is a deduction rating. A higher rating means that it is more difficult to deduce. Focus on the easy to deduce identities first and leave the more difficult ones for later. So we have 2 here. We have another gentleman. This guy right here. This is Martin. And given what he's wearing has to be marked. See, this is very, very late in this because there's conclusion. So, we're going to close the book. Now, this is what happens once whenever your thing is shaking, it's trying to show you something. It's trying to show you this. This guy who was ripped in half. Now, when this happens, you have to follow this little cloud. You have to keep it in your sights. Because if you don't, it will literally stop moving. So, hopefully the lag won't make this unwatchable. Yeah, he's dead. He was just ripped in half. He's throwing a rifle over to him. Here's another person dead. They took one of its legs, or one of its tentacles. Now, one of the things, look at his chest. Those tattoos are important you have to know what kind of tattoos those are. So we were on part 8. This is now part 7. We're now working backwards on this one. Who are they and how do they die? If you notice, they are clear. We should be able to identify who they are. And we can. Here's how. You have to know those tattoos. Those are Asian tattoos. So, you notice we have where they are in the world. Go down until we hit New Guinea. He is Mamba, top man, and he was torn apart by a terrible. And there are a lot of people who were with him at the time. And once again, it's bringing us to here. Like I said, you got to keep it going. Even if you know exactly where it's going, you have to keep.
Get to the main bit, quick!
So, this person was blown up. And if you look, you have... And you can actually start going down here. That's probably where we're going next. And if we go around, because this is an earlier scene, you can see people who in later scenes were on the deck still running around. Like this guy's fallen. Excuse me. Well, we don't know who he is, but we know how he died. He was blown up. And once again, we have more people. So we heard the door open. Now, if we walk through here, now, as you can see, we can come back here if we need to. But this was not open before, and now it is. So we're going to come down here. Around, get a feel for everything. Certain doors will, unless they're needed for... But what we need is right here.
Sir, loose the cannon! She's nearly over! Watch your flank!
Yeah, that will end you right there. Killed by a loose cannon. Now, if I go over here, you will see there's people running around, but these people are already dead. That's letting us know that we will definitely be coming back over here to see what happened. Same thing with this person right here. But this one will be crushed by a cannon. Well, we don't know who you were crushed by a cannon. And remember how I said that these people were already dead? This will be the next one. So, we have a cannon going off that was grabbed by the monster. There's a guy under there, and this dude was shot by a cannon. Yeah, that'll give you a bad day. Asian boy still alive. But this is what causes the loose cannon, which will in turn kill the other gentleman. But if you notice, now we can't go upstairs because this is the limit of this memory of his death. So there are two people. So what we need to do is we have to close this book. I have to redo this. We're going to be coming back here. So this guy was crushed by the beast. And here's the first two. Now these were the two that were in the last one, so they were both shot by the cannon. because as you can see, the spark is going when he was crushed by. So, yeah, they had a very bad day. So he was killed by being crushed by a beast. But if we go back one page, this guy was now we have to put it, we're not sure who did it because I can't, honestly, I can't remember if the way it's supposed to be written up is that the guy who hit the spark is the one who shot them, or if you say the beast is the one that shot them. Now, if a place has a keyhole like that, not the X, that means you can open it. See, they were shot. But we got another one over here. And if you look on the ground, that's a bloody knife.
Och no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Okay. So this is the person he's talking to. Look out here. There's a lot of blood on the ground here. And we have this guy running down. We have a lot of dead bodies around here. But one of these people is Brennan. There's even more in here. And if you look, this happened after the doom because the damage to the ship is still there. This is part 9. Now it appears this guy was stabbed. But we don't know who did it. Now, if we go through here, you see how he's now clear? Is Brennan. So we need to find. There he is. So this is Henry Brennan. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because he's the only name that was called. course, this is going to be for the dead bodies. Yeah, it's going to be for this one.
What's all this, you damn fool?
So this guy was hit by Henry Brennan. This guy's already on the ground. Here's our wounded man. Stabbed in the back. Ooh. And that's the first mate running to him. And I think he's got a gun in his hand. Yeah. And we can see a little bit more into this room. Well, we don't know who he is, but we know he was clubbed by Mr. Brennan, who is all the way bottom. And given his hat, he's most likely... This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blurred indicates that you don't have significant information to determine their identity. Their fate may be known and can be entered now. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Carry on and pay attention. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. And it's for this guy right here.
Captain Campbell.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade treasured fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard!
No!
Alright, so he shot him. He's already been stabbed. And that's what alerts Brennan to come downstairs. Good to know. So whoever this is, they were shot. Here we go. Well, he was shot with a gun. We don't know who shot him. I think we might be able to figure out a different, another clue. Right up here. Now, we will be going back there in a second to show you. Hold on, let me go over here. Now, please, somebody overboard and.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
But this isn't what I wanted to look at. I just wanted to pull that up. Where's the door to go back? There it is. No. This guy. I think he gave us a clue. And it's a clue that's up here on the main deck. Where's the guy who blew up? This guy right here. I think there's a way to figure out who he is. Yep. Remember what he said? I tell Pete's mom I tried to pull him back. So we have to find Pete. There's a Paul. Alright, so let's make sure. Yep, that's who it is. Peter Milroy. Well done. 3 more fates correct. Peter Milroy, the midshipman, was blasted by an explosion. Maba, the top man, was torn apart by a terrible beast. And Harry Brenneman was knifed by the captain. Now we can actually go back and go to do what we were actually doing. Now, I could just book and do it from here, but I find it's a lot more fun to go back and show you where I'm talking about so you can see what I'm the ideas I have.
Let them go!
Well, he was shot by her. And there's the captain. But this gentleman was shot by her. And while we do have, hold on, do this, life at sea. While we do know she looks to be the older of the two, because there's only a handful of women on this. And that'd be, so she's Emily Sin, and I think she is the other. You will see us bounce back and forth between these. They are. Well, this would be, he was shot, gun, and it was Emily Jackson. And oh, that spot way out there, that's important too.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one!
All right, she said, Paul, look out. So this must be Paul. We still do not know who this gentleman is. The captain was running up. So his would have been, he will be the one of the ones with the sword. Well, I believe this would be. So, is it Paul Moss? Make sure we don't have any other Pauls here. Nope. So it's Paul Moss. Yep. And he was killed with a sword, but we don't know by who. Yeah, he's still blurry. There's somebody well below us. This is him listening into the talk of mutiny.
me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Mr. Squid, where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
That. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
And that's the second mate. Or that's the first mate. He's coming up from down here.